In this video, I'll show you guys how to actually use AI to automate your business. This will be a complete no bullshit guide. And if you're someone who is interested in using AI into your business, but you have no clear guidance as to how you can proceed with it, then this video is gonna be super helpful to you. This video, I'll be going through these 5 points that I've prepared over here, which will help you understand how you can automate your business. I will also show you guys what's the main outcome / result for actually implementing AI into your business. Like what is the ROI that you can get, and also a step-by-step guide as to how businesses are actually using AI and how you can get started with it too. If you're new to this channel, then my name is Manzarul. I've been running an AI agency for the past 2 years, and we have worked with multiple clients all across the world implement AI into their business and help them drive tremendous results. So if you're someone who's interested in that, then yeah, there is a link down below. First would be starting with one department. So if you are a company that has multiple teams, let's say you're a team of 30, 40, 50, hundreds of employees, the main way to actually start with AI is by focusing on one single department, whether that could be marketing, sales, HR, whatever that is. Instead of just losing your head around implementing AI all over the company, it's best to actually focus on one problem and then getting it started with. Now the second one would be map out each and every process of the department. So let's say you're actually trying to automate your marketing department, right? So in that case, how you can get started is that you have to actually map out the entire step-by-step process to how your marketing is actually going, maybe starting from where your leads are coming from, where you're currently marketing your services, and how many leads you're getting, everything that's happening in your marketing department. If you're a solo business as well, if you are a small team as well, like a team of 5 or 10, then this applies for you as well. So it's basically best to gather around each and every people's data information and then see how everyone is doing their jobs, and basically have a concrete idea or a complete blueprint as to how things are working out in that specific department end to end. So once you have that mapped out, the third thing that you'd like to focus on is that gather your databases together. And this is super important. Why? Because AI is as good as how much data you're actually providing it. So you're asking AI as to how you can actually improve your business, maybe get more customers, increase more sales, but AI has literally no information about you or your business. Then maybe other than the name of your business, then it's not gonna help you out as well, because it has no data as to how it's gonna respond to. So it's gonna give you the general answers that it gives out to every single one out there. So the best way you can actually get the quality of your output from your AI, meaning get better results from your AI, is that if you can provide it with the right set of information. And in that case, we're talking about the database that you have over here. Maybe it could be from your past clients, your invoices, or anything that's gonna help the AI understand much better. It could be maybe how you create your copy, your content, and everything, how you do your marketing. So if you provide all the information, the files and all of that to your AI, then it's gonna basically analyze things, and then it's gonna have a better picture as to what your company is, and then based on that information, it's gonna give you an answer that's gonna be at least 10 times better, because it has data to work on with. So this is super important. And then the fourth point would be give it to your AI. I mean, there's a lot of AI out there like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, but it's best to pick one and then make it your own personalized AI assistant, whatever that is. And for me, I'd definitely recommend Claude Code, because it's fucking genius sometimes. So yeah, you can also use ChatGPT as well, but I've been using Claude for a while, and I absolutely love it, and I actually use it as my own personal AI assistant for my business. So yeah, I've been getting tremendous results with it as well. And if you're someone who'd like to learn more about that as to how I'm actually using AI in my business, then yeah, you can just feel free to check out my channel as well. So with that being said, yeah, let's just say you gathered all the data, your files, your Excel sheets, your PDFs, your sales call recordings, all of the information that you have. Once you give it to Claude or maybe any other AI, then you have a proper starting point, because yeah, you gotta start off with the databases and also the blueprints. You gotta have an idea as to what you actually want to work on with. So once you give it to the AI, the best thing to actually get started with is that there are multiple things that you can work on your business. Of course, there's millions of things actually that you can work on your business, but it's best to actually focus on one task, and especially a task that you do or maybe your team does on a regular day-to-day basis. So in that case, if you can actually focus on that task, and of course it's a huge bonus point if that task is very much high ROI. So let's just say that could be lead generation. So maybe that could be creating content or doing cold outreach, whatever that is. So if this is a repetitive task, see if you can actually automate it with AI. And of course, I cannot give you a concrete answer as to what task you wanna work on with, because we have to work together on that to find out. But what you can do is you can actually provide it to the AI. You can actually see, like, ask AI to provide an honest step-by-step answer as to how you can automate it with AI. And like 90% or like 70 to 80% of the times, if this is something that you do from your computer, like you're not a brick and mortar business and you're like basically running things on your computer, then yeah, there's a like 80% chance that Claude or any other AI can do it right now as well. So if you can like automate that part, then it's gonna help you out a lot. So you can actually consider this as a very general starting guide for how to actually implement AI into your business. Now, with that being said, what is the main outcome for actually using AI into your business? Like, what's the main goal even of having AI into your business? Is it to replace your people, your team members, and yeah, like hire staffs and everything? Like, what is the main hype behind using AI? So I'm gonna be answering these questions for you over here. First of all, it's simply to save you time. It's as simple as that. Like, if you can actually, of course, given that you value your time at a certain rate, let's just say, so if you can actually save X hours per day or per week, then you can actually use that time to maybe spend time with your family, or maybe like spend time on your business and focus on the tasks that actually move your business forward, that actually moves the needle forward in your business. That's what I'm currently doing right now. Like, I'm using AI to actually automate parts of my business that I usually do not want to work on. It's not that I do not want to work on, but I just know that, like, this is not a high ROI activity for me. This is not a needle mover activity for me. So what you can do is, like, give the tasks to AI that does not move the needle forward, so that you can actually focus on the task that moves the needle forward. But we can do it both ways, of course, that yeah, just hand over the task to AI that also moves the needle forward as well. But anyways, so the second one would be save you money. So how can AI save you money? Like, there is actually one simple example that I have in mind, which I would like to share, is that I actually build a lot of AI phone callers for businesses, basically AI voice agents that can answer phone calls for you on your behalf of your business, or maybe make phone calls. Like, it can basically take or make phone calls. It can do inbound calls and outbound calls as well. So if you have someone who is, like, let's just say making phone calls on a regular basis, or maybe they're taking phone calls, so in that case, like, this job could be clearly automated with AI. In that case, I would just mention the job of a receptionist as well, because yeah, AI receptionists, they are a real thing. And the one thing that AI can compete with, like humans cannot with, is that AI, like, you cannot beat AI at speed. When it comes to speed, AI is always gonna be at the top, and humans, like, as far as I hate to admit it, like, we often do get tired at times, and we just cannot work consistently as much and like maintain the same level of energy like AI can, of course. So yeah, and there's a lot of ways that you can actually use AI to save you money, and yeah, that's just one of the examples. Like firing your people, let's just say, or maybe let's just say you're using softwares that you're paying thousands of dollars for. So what you can do right now is, like, you can actually use Claude to actually build a duplicate version of the app, and yeah, basically just replicate the app on your own. Like, you can just say to Claude that, hey, I'm paying like $200-$300 per month for this software. Can you just build it out for me so that I can use it for my business and I don't have to pay for anything? Then yeah, the AI is gonna build you something like this right away. Like, AI right now is like at a different level, and it's like, if we're actually talking about building over here, AI can basically build anything almost, but it all comes down to your creativity as to, do you actually know what you're looking for? Do you actually know how to prompt the AI? So yeah. Now, third point would be making you more money, and this is the thing that we definitely want to put more focus on, because if we can use AI to focus on the needle movers of our business, like, let's just say getting more customers and all of that. So if we can use AI to help us get more customers, then yeah, it's gonna definitely help us make more money. And of course, businesses are using AI to make more money. There's a lot of use cases out there which I'd like to show right now. So how can we actually achieve these things that we just mentioned here, which is saving us time, saving us money, or making us more money? So I'm gonna start off with the first one, which is use AI to convert more customers or get more customers. Let me actually give you a simple example of this. That is, I build AI speed to lead systems. So what this does is basically, if you're running Facebook or Instagram ads, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. But let's just say you run a business, you have a contact form on your website where leads input their details such as their name, their phone numbers, what type of service they're looking for. So whenever someone submits a form on your website or from your ads, so the next step would be that someone from your team calls up the lead and then tries to qualify them, right? So I actually automated the entire process so that whenever a lead submits a form, the AI instantly calls them up. Like, let's just say I just found out a form, a real estate form. I'm looking to buy a house. I'm going through my phone over here, and then I found out a form, like, and inputted the details such as my name, email, phone number, and all of that, and that I'm looking to submit an inquiry. So once I click on the submit button, an AI is gonna call me right within the next 3 seconds. No human on planet Earth can actually compete with that. So yeah, so what this helps you out with that is that if you're actually that much fast enough to actually reach out to your leads, then the chance of converting those leads are significantly higher. And this is exactly how you can use AI to convert more customers or leads. I mean, like, it should be leads over here, not customers, but yeah. The second one would be using AI to basically automate or enhance your marketing. This is one of the highest ROI activities you can do. So let's just say you actually create content. So I actually create content, so I can actually provide a solid example on my end. Is that regarding creating YouTube videos like this, where I actually showcase my expertise on AI. So I have to do a lot of things such as scripting and video ideation, market research, competitor analysis, and all of that to come up with solid videos. So in that case, I have to do a lot of work, and what I did was I used AI to actually automate certain part of the process, such as video editing. So I also used to edit my videos myself, so I used AI to actually handle the video editing part and also the scripting and ideation part, so that what I can focus on is basically just creating these videos. And yeah, this is basically the highest ROI thing that I can do, because I just automated the tasks that are not that important. I wouldn't say important, but not that high ROI in my end, because these are repetitive tasks. So yeah. Now the third example could be using AI to automate your sales process or follow-ups. So let's just say you have a lot of leads on your pipeline, but your team cannot just consistently follow up with those leads. So what you can do is, like, this is the one of the best use cases of having an AI agent, is that yeah, it's gonna basically text all your leads for, or like follow up with them. Let's just say if they haven't responded to something, or maybe you're supposed to call them, and yeah, no one's doing that. So you can use AI to actually automate the entire follow-up process on your business. Fourth thing is that using AI to answer or make phone calls for your business. I think I mentioned that previously in this video. Like, you can use AI to answer or make phone calls. I have lots of videos regarding this kinds of AI phone callers in my channel, so you can check them out if you're interested. And like, this is super helpful, especially if you're running a type of business that gets a lot of phone calls, missed calls, let's just say. And if you're someone who's running a home service business, or maybe your service is worth around a lot of money, let's just say $2,000, $3,000, then yeah, each missed call could be costing you a lot of money. So like, if you can use an AI to actually capture all those missed calls and then maybe find out a process to actually convert them into customers, then yeah, you'll be easily making a lot of money as well. The fifth point would be like using AI as your second brain to keep track of everything. This is something that I actually do. So let me actually show you something pretty cool, which is I think I have it over here. So this is my business graph, and this is kind of cool, honestly. So what this does is basically I have a proper overview of my business over here, as to what type of videos do I make, what type of clients do I have, what am I working on, and what's my goals and everything. So I can actually track everything over here as my second brain, and yeah, just connect everything and see what's going on, how are each of the clients doing, and how my business is growing. Like, this is an example of a second brain. So, and by second brain I mean that you just provide all the information to your AI and then organize it properly, so that, you know, it acts as your own personal AI assistant, and it like guides you around everything regarding your business, or maybe your professional, or personal life as well. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, how can we actually use AI? Like, these are one of the few examples. Yeah, and this is exactly why we're doing this. Like, it's gonna either help us save more time or save us more money, or either help us make more money. But like I said, if you're looking for a blueprint to get started, then this is the easiest step-by-step guide that you can actually find on the internet, I think. So yeah. Now, if you're someone who wants to use AI into your business, or maybe you need expert advice as to how to implement AI into your business, a free step-by-step guidance, then you can actually book a free discovery call with me in the link down below. If you're someone who's actually interested in using AI into your business, but you're not sure how, then yeah, this call is just for you. It's a free call, so no worries on that. I'd love to help you out and see if we can work together as well. Now, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.